Good morning, brothers. Welcome to A Brown Bag Gentleman. My name is Scott, and today's shave is with Zingari Man Amir. And the razor of the day is my most aggressive razor that I own, is the Blacklands Vector in stainless steel matte finish. So that's the equipment for today. So we're going to get started, but first let me pause and wash the face. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. Just washed the face with warm washcloth and my Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Preshave Cube. It's getting thinner. It's probably a generous half-inch still thick, so it'll get me through probably to the end of the year. But yeah, come Christmas, I think I'll be asking Santa for a new one. But that basically make it go for the full year for that one cube. So it's like, yeah, it works well. But yeah, that's nice and damp and more than good to go. So I'm ready to prepare. The face is prepared, softened up the beard and what have you, and clean the face and ready to shave. So let's get on about the soap here first. We'll talk about the soap. That does smell nice. This is of course, showing the one scoop out. The rest of this goes in a giveaway for my next giveaway. I know I haven't done the drawing for my last giveaway yet, and it's been like 3 or 4 weeks. So it's like, yeah, I'm overdue. I know, I got to get to it. But anyway, keep going. Let's see, the razor. Let me show you this razor. This razor, say it's the most aggressive. I'm almost considering buying the lighter base plate just to lighten it up again, because it is very aggressive. Although with that aggression, I can tell you comes the closest shave I ever get is with this razor too. So something to be said for that. But yeah, this is not a daily shaver for me. This is an every 2 or 3 days. And this is a 3 days growth right now. So just to give you that idea, I did put a gasket on the bottom of it, which I especially like to do on these artisan style blade razors, just because they're so wide, and if you bang it into something and they if they come loose, whatever. So that's why I like a gasket. Yeah, it does take away from the looks from that a little bit, because it just looks so beautiful, especially without that gasket on it. Gorgeous razor, easy to grab. I like that little indent there. Just it works. It just works for a place to put fingers and just manipulate the razor. I tell you, with this, especially with this head, this handle, I feel like a surgeon with a scalpel in my hands. What I feel like for the precision, but that's what comes to mind to me. But anyway, let's show you how this thing goes on. It's a standard 3-piece. I'm going to put it upside down so I don't drop that gasket in the sink like I do most of the time. The handle does stand up on its end, which is where it is right now in the sink. Sorry, I'm not showing you. Sorry, taking the gasket off. Let's keep this in camera range. Now, you see that's notice how that post is squared off. They like cut it down so it's just the threads are on the two ends. And that's how they do this. So yeah, you want to be careful when you're threading this on. So you've got to be careful with it. I'm just going to take this base plate off. Okay, so there's the base plate. And unlike the razor from last week, the base plate has the holes in it, not the pegs. So it's like kind of reversed from last week's. And there's the head, the blade. Let's show you how this goes on. It goes on over, so that post in the middle, it goes right over that from that center hole, and of course the 2 pegs in the ends. So I'm not going to take the blade off. I'm just going to show you that's where it is. In fact, it is the same blade from last week. It's the Cai blade in there. It's the same one, same blade. I used it for 4 shaves last week. This will be shave number 3 this week on this one. Sorry, I need to get my glasses on so I can put this back right. Just want to make sure I put this not backwards. All right, so let's see here. Where's the front? Okay, that's the front. Okay, there's the front. That means it goes on like this. So it goes on like this. You can see that. Make sure the pegs are there. Everything looks good. Everything looks nice. Yes, it all is right. Putting the gasket that I supplied myself over that. And now the handle. Just make sure it's lined up good and all that. Yep, and it is. Nice, snug it down. And sometimes I like to put it, I'm going to just grab my towel here just so I can grab the ends, just because I don't want to slip and cut my fingers. Snugging it down on that rubber gasket there really helps snug that so it's not moving. I like that part. Double checking it. See, there's not like a ton of exposure where the blade sticks out. And there's a good amount of blade gap though, if you can see that. If you can see the blade gap, there is a good amount there of that. As opposed to like their Blackhawk version, which they have a lot of blade exposure, but yeah, not on this razor. So there's that. Obviously, let me just put a little dampness on my face already washed, but yeah, it's starting to dry out, so I'll do that. Grab my original synthetic brush that I bought so many years ago. Shake, shake, squeeze. You can see the paint starting to wear off. It's my original Razorock Plissoft, not shave brush. So yeah, and there I've got like a probably about a teaspoon's worth of water sitting in the bowl with this on the soap itself, and we're gonna whip that off. You see it's light. I've already smushed it out, so we're gonna go ahead and start wiping this up. Oh yeah, that scent is nice. Oh yeah, that smells nice. Zingari Man, in reading the write-up for the soap, Zingari Man calls this their sexiest scent. So, yeah. We'll see if the wife thinks of the scent afterwards, but so we're going to continue on. That was the first 50. Still kind of very moist, damp, whatever, but I expected that to be with a full teaspoon of water in there. 50 more. Okay, that's a total of 100 swirls. And it's getting there. It's starting to build up in the size a little bit. That's good. So I'm going to reverse direction and do another 50. All right, it's 150 swirls in. Yeah, we're really starting to build now. It's building up to the sides. Knock that down. 50 more. Alrighty, that's 200 swirls in, built up very nicely on the sides, knocking that down, and my last 50, because I always do 250, so let's do my last 50. There we go, last 50 is looking good. Knock the soap down off the sides. There we go. Plenty of soap. Nice and peaky. Yeah, looking real good. Let's go ahead and put this on. And it's funny, I'm thinking about this particular brush, this being my first synthetic brush. And this is the original, like, you know, synthetic when the synthetic fibers just first came out. Compared to today's, which are finer and basically softer. I mean, this is called the soft, back in the day, and all it was, compared to everything else, it was soft. But comparing it to today's, it's funny, I can't say the word rough because it's not rough. But compared to today's synthetic fibers, yeah, we'll just say it's come a long way. I'm getting little bits of scratchiness here and there, but not bad. And certainly not to boar style at all, not even close to that. Because I can scrub my face with this and I really can't do that with a boar brush. This is doing quite well. Oh, a little itch. Here we go, nose, all right. All right, warming up the head of the razor here. And pass one is with the grain. Just knocking down 3 days of growth. Just knocking it right down. There we go. Let's see, that was so whipped up nice and thick so it didn't fall off the razor head. If it was a little bit thinner, it would have. I really like pass one with this razor. It really knocks down that growth big time. Yeah, really liking that. Really knocks it down. Being really careful here on the nose and here because my tender spots. And I've got myself really good with this razor before, so I'm giving some respect. Okay, there we go. That's what it's done nicely. and really knock down. I mean, yes, if you go against it, it's still, yeah, you got, 2 passes to go, but that first pass is knocked down very well. Very pleased. There we go, pass 2. Let's get started with that. Pass 2, of course, is across the grain. And really light touch. And see, I like the way this balances nice. Let's see, I didn't show you the balance, but it's right about here is where it's balancing. Let's see if I can do that without dropping the razor. So yeah, so it balances nicely. I keep my fingers, anywhere just north or south of that little indent there, and it just works well for me. And the matte finish and those little lines in there, it's plenty of grip for me. I don't have slippage. Not that I can say that's ever been an issue with this razor. There we go. Wow, yeah, that does nice and close into that nose. Oh, a little red. There's always use this razor. There's always a little drop of blood somewhere. I can't seem to use this razor and not get that. Going real light here on the neck. Didn't feel that at all. A little spot. And gone. Here we go. Pass 2 in the books. And yes, the main pass. And I'm one of those, I don't care what razor I'm using, it's a 3-pass shave. I haven't found one where I can really get away with a 2-pass. I just can't, without doing it against the grain pass. I need that against the grain pass to really get it close. I haven't found a razor yet that I don't have to do that with. Definitely don't need to go with 3 passes underneath the nose here because, yeah, it's a sensitive area. Could I? Yeah, I could, but it's such a sensitive area, and this is such an aggressive razor for me that I don't. This razor just glides. And weight-wise, it's not the heaviest thing. It's thin and all that, the light little head. But man, it works. It works. Here we go. Try to go real slow and easy over there because I've cut myself so many times not going slow and easy with this razor. This razor will teach you the meaning of the word respect, because if you don't respect this razor, it will go reach out and bite you. It can. And it doesn't, it's not like that you're always thinking it's going to get me. No. You mishandle it, don't do proper techniques, and it will get you. But with proper techniques, know the sloppiness like this stuff, because that will slice you good. I know, I've done it. But you use proper techniques, it will reward you with such a good shave. This side's done. It's like there won't be any buffing pads. It's not needed. It's done. I especially like the 3rd pass, money pass on this razor because it gets so stinking close. It really does. And I noticed this razor working, especially when going this direction, because most of my hair is like this direction, whatever, but there's a few that go this way, so you can hear it like picking them up. There we go. And yes, this is like a buffing pass per se. I just didn't add on any extra water. Just the slickness of that soap is enough. And done. Nice. So let me pause, wash up. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. Wash the face with a warm washcloth here. Wow, is that a nice close shave? Really close. You go against the grain and it's just close. It is so nice. So of course now I want 2 splashes of cold water. And we're going to use some alum next. So let me just do that here real quick. Okay, put the alum into the water a little bit. There we go. And I will tell you, I'm not going to kid about it. There's a lot of stinging with this razor afterwards. A lot of light stinging, light. So it's not like, whoa, I cut myself. No, just light little stinging, but all over. It is, yeah, you will get stinging with this. So yes, I would highly recommend the alum stick. Highly recommend it. You go straight to an alcohol-based aftershave and you will feel some real sting and some pain. This is just a mild stinging. Not enough to make me wince or anything, but it is all over. So yeah, that razor works. It works. There we go. Put that up to dry. And now it's the towel. Okay. And do you need to do that little fanning with it? No, it's habits. It's what I like to do. It's Saturday morning. I can do extras, so I'm doing my extras. So yeah, for weekday, do I do a lot of stuff? No. If I need to get it done quickly, get out the door or whatever, or get to work, then I might skip things like that. But on a Saturday, no, I don't skip it. That feels really good, and I'm going to match it with a Clubman Pinauds Musk aftershave for that. But I'm going to pause because I want my wife to smell this first because it's supposed to be their sexy. I want to see what her reaction is, so I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Yeah, just the wife smelled it there real quick. She liked it. She didn't go wow over it or anything, but she did like it. She definitely said it was nice. So there's that. So we're gonna go ahead and put some musk on this. This should complement it a bit. There we go. And the rest of this goes into the next drawing as well. So yeah, so that felt good. So yeah, nice close shave. I don't know if you have any questions, whatever, of course, leave them in there. And curiosity, what is your most aggressive razor? Of your collection, what do you use that you consider your most aggressive razor? So I'm curious to hear. And that'll differ for everybody. It's like your mileage may vary, like they always say. So yeah, but that is my most aggressive razor. But also my closest shave too. So with that, hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and go with God.